Welcome back to King's Quest 6. So now that we've finally climbed the cliffs of logic...
King's Quest 6 Part 6.
Yes.
Six. Oh, there's no other 6. Grr. This game is satanic.
Yeah. No. Dwebs, you're not a vigilant Christian. Calm down.
Oh. Okay.
All right. We have a tinder... Luckily, we got ourselves a tinderbox from the pawn shop, so... It's not here, though, so we'll have to scroll down.
But I can still see the way.
But Alex can't.
So it's kind of like the Dark Zones in Dark Souls 2. You need a torch, but you can see the fuck anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. Actually, I forgot here that I'm supposed to use that end. Yeah. I'm supposed to use the N icon. There we go.
Okay. Let's hope he doesn't get stuck in there.
It's like it'll be like that Winnie the Pooh bit. He has to get all his friends to get him out.
Unfortunately, Alexander doesn't have any friends in here.
I don't think he has any friends. Period.
I think he does have some friends.
Off screen.
Like, there's that girl who's also his friend.
Oh, you mean Kasima? That's more like... Well, yeah, true. But, well, then again, by the time this game ends, he'll shortly get... By the time this game ends, he'll have made a lot of friends anyway, so...
Right.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah. Now we got ourselves a mint. Not a mint, like peppermint. Sorry, peppermint. Yeah.
Okay.
Does the writer have to take everything?
Well, that's kind of Sierra's style. They like
Alexander took a step forward.
They like having that level of detail, where everything is narrated. Everything has an.
I'm in the game.
Really?
Yeah, that guy looks like me.
Huh.
Apparently nobody has.
Hairdo.
Apparently nobody has actually bought the game in years. Since it's not.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, you have to have the instruction manual, so. Or the internet, but then again, 1992.
Hey, I don't sound
okay,
like
so apparently, according to them, the people from the Isle of Wonder stole something from them, which is why they're at war with that island. Okay, so apparently every island has had something stolen from some other island. Even
Whoa.
That sounds suspicious.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
I just looked at the game's manual.
Common knowledge?
Internet.
I meant no harm.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore.
Oh, really?
Okay.
How lucky for me!
Hey, prophecies!
Himself, to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat
The prophecy predicts that anyone that has the instruction manual will be able to beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
Our own Lady Celeste was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
Oh, so it's like the dragon from King's Quest 3.
Yeah.
Whom shall I obey in regards to your fate?
These people thinking that sacrifices solves everything.
Yeah, I've run out of meat. Sacrifice the son. Sacrifice our son. He was a delinquent anyway.
Okay, so basically, he was told by Al-Hazred, aka the Vizier, to dispose of me. However, he didn't, since he can't ignore the prophecy, he'll just put me in the Minotaur's maze. Since according to him, I cannot possibly survive that maze, it should serve both purposes equally. You know, the prophecy and Al-Hazred's order to kill him.
You seem courageous enough.
Of
The
course.
catacombs will determine how brave you really are.
How nice of you.
So just like in Final Fantasy VIII, this is a test of courage. Okay.
Bling.
What if they decided to be dickish and dropped him from the cliff and fall to his death? Again, I do not sound like that. Ruined forever.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to
And
your
fuck
death.
you too.
May the
Yeah, he sounded a bit like Shatner for that line.
Actually,
Thanks for your
it's a bit like Kermit to me.
No, I was meant by Alexander. It was like, thanks you for your escort.
Locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
Oh, fuck.
I guess.
Alright, so as they've told us, this is a maze, so let's save. Okay, so
This will
basically,
be a sitch.
so in a similar style to something like the desert from the previous game, or even the Mordak's maze from that same game, it's a good idea to. This is one of those old school games where you actually have to draw a map yourself as if you're actually exploring this place without any guidance and shit. Fortunately, unlike the desert, this maze is much more forgiving. You don't die after walking 5 screens, so as long as you save often, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, we found something here.
Those are the last few players that came here without the instruction manual.
Oh, okay.
That wouldn't make sense though because they fell.
That's okay, guys. We found a skull.
Okay.
Alas, poor Yurik. I knew him.
I knew him, Horatio.
All right. I'm just surprised I didn't make a Shakespeare joke, so I had to think it myself.
I was thinking more LA Noir.
As he walks
Okay.
away, Alexander gets a very bad feeling about this room.
And that's why it's a good idea to save out in the space.
Yeah.
I love the Looney Tunes.
Can you just
way.
walk away?
Unfortunately, by the time he realized, he already had, it's Looney Tunes style dudes. He already was under the hole by that point.
Don't just wonder, Alexander. Let your conscience be your guide.
Bit late telling us that now, you prick.
All right. Okay. Okay. Another thing. There is actually a visual cue, visual cues to tell you where not to go. Because did you notice that bat run past us? Basically, every time there's a bat going somewhere, it means that place is a hole. So don't go in there. So that's supposed to be your hint. Okay. So a puzzle. This is another one of those puzzles where you have to have the instruction manual to solve.
Okay.
However,
No problem.
however, for this one, I didn't feel like actually getting the manual, so I'm gonna wing it. Because I do
I have
remember,
no idea what.
because I do remember most of this puzzle. Keyword being most, because I do die, like 2 times I think, or 3, around there. Let's see. Basically, I'm gonna save every square.
Remember the job begins with an I.
Uh-oh.
Alexander feels the tile he's standing on shift beneath his feet.
And he says, "Oh shit."
Oh well.
I love how they reused the screen from the last film, but just cut it short.
From the last
Film?
the last film.
Last
Sorry.
game. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I like films too much.
Okay, this time I'm actually just gonna restore immediately, so we don't have to, Okay. All right. Oh,
You can do it, Pedro.
that's okay. I'll just restore. I'll just restore immediately. There we go.
Quick, restore before we die.
That's the great thing is that the save system is just like an emulator save state, so
Uh-oh.
these things are very.
Is any square correct?
It is, Dwebs. It's one of those things where you have to have the instruction manual. Again, this was the only way developers could think of. Okay, how should we stop people from pirating our game? This is, and this is the only thing Sierra could come up with. There we go. That's the correct square.
Quick, go into the one with the death skull.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll just say this though. I'll still take this over DRM anyway, any day.
Yeah, but nowadays it
yeah.
wouldn't be that. But to be fair, nowadays this kind of system that they're using here wouldn't be very feasible considering.
Yeah, internet.
Internet.
Yeah,
Obviously, Dibs, but obviously not. But hey, surprisingly, Ubisoft showed that there is a way without DRM.
Besides,
look no further than Far Cry 4, where they made a bug where you
besides,
pirated.
games nowadays don't even have manuals anymore. So how can you do that?
depends on the game. Some games do. Some
Hey,
games
go on
don't.
the skull one.
Actually, the skull one is the correct one, Dibs. So.
I thought it was
Exactly.
Okay, now that we're done, let's save. And keep going on our merry way.
Okay.
And we get the point. Or some point. Okay, so thinking.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. The Minotaur, perhaps? That's another danger you can find. Oh, a bat there. Okay. Actually, no, forget the bats. The bat, that actually is the correct path. Okay, another item. Shield. This will be useful for later. So let's keep it.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I know there's some kind of hint with the mice and the bats, but I'm not sure exactly what, because I just saw the bat going in there, and I know that's an actual correct passage, so it's not the bat. Okay. And now there's there's something there's something to that effect, but I don't quite know exactly how. I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh well.
I guess this part's like the maze.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hello, Sega Mega Drive sounding.
Well, it fits since it's 1992.
Hi, would you mind if I take your skull? Thank you.
Actually, this time we're taking coins from the skull.
Oh.
There's
Yeah, well, it's not like you'll be using it anyway.
Yep.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Alexander, now even grave robber.
And to be fair, we already did grave robbing.
Alexander is a dick to the dead.
Let's not forget King's Quest 4, where we spent an entire night digging for graves so we could calm the spirits of that entire mansion.
Yeah.
The moral values of the Daventry family are not... They're questionable.
Are very open.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we were grave robbing to give the dead their own possessions, so I guess the ends justify the means in that case.
They do,
No,
yeah.
no, Jova. As Dual Destinies subtly told us, that's bad.
Ooh, hold on.
And,
What the?
well, luckily we have a lot of the original trilogy to show us other cases, but whatever.
Oh, crap. Okay, so basically there's, the ceiling is falling down, typical Indiana Jones trap.
Yep.
So,
Well, what are we gonna do?
we're gonna use the brick to stop the gears.
Hurry up. No, use the skull.
Actually, we can use the skull. If we use the skull...
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay, then.
If we use the skull, it would break.
We'll get to the death videos eventually.
The ceiling is stuck.
Ooh.
Trap is sprung.
Whew. Alright. Dodge the bullet.
Hey.
Yay.
Okay, save. And let's go.
And then the ceiling came down on him anyway and squished him like a bug under a heel.
Alright, so now that we have found all the items that we can find in this particular maze, it's time to actually find their daughter and...
Shit.
Oh, okay. This one, we're actually supposed to fall here. So this...
A trap floor.
Okay, remember in King's Quest 3 where we found the item the father was going for, and then Alexander was all zounds. You know, for some reason Alexander says that word every time he's surprised by something. To this day, I still have no idea what the hell that means. It's just
What's
Oh, I
wrong
know what
with
Zounds
yikes?
is. Zounds is just basically a scream of alarm.
oh really? I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. It's not really an actual word, it's just something characters say when they're surprised or alarmed.
Strange because I've never seen anyone except from Alexander say this in any
Really?
word fiction.
I've heard a variation of it, Zowie, said by a character in Devil May Cry 3, but aside from that, not much.
Yeah, it's mainly a thing in comics from my experience.
Lights the extinguished torch.
Okay.
Puts his tinderbox away.
Okay, so the torch was out, so that's why that was dark here. Okay, now we fell into the lower floor. So this is the floor where the Minotaur is, so we have to be
Oh,
careful.
boy.
So we have to be careful.
Okay.
Actually, I thought. Wait. I think I'm supposed to go that way. So let's go back. Again, I'm doing this by memory. So yeah. All right.
Okay.
Dead end.
Or is it? Let's go this way.
Walls of the
Oh.
catacombs are made of massive stone tiles.
Yeah, I think I'm
That
a bit ways behind. Can you tell me when we get to 1641?
Sure.
the sounds of hooves painted
Ooh, the sounds of hooves.
And 3, 2, 1, click.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use the hole in the wall to see if there's anything behind this wall.
Alexander puts the hole in the
Okay.
Basically, we can use this for pretty much every wall in the game. So that's a nice touch. All right, let's take a look.
Versatility.
Let's take a look at it.
Alexander peers through the hole in the wall and sees nothing of interest.
All right.
Okay.
Ah,
Nothing of interest. Oh well, worth a try.
Alexander takes
And you'll see why in a few minutes. I think it's in this one. Yeah, it is.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander peeks into the hole in the wall
I-
and
I-
sees
I-
something of interest. Wow.
I actually finished the I actually finished the entire island. This entire island in this part. So we'll see everything. All right. So.
Nope.
Basically, I'm trying to. Basically what I'm trying to get at. There's a specific dead end we're supposed to get to, but like you can see, I'm having a little trouble remembering exactly where it is.
this time so loud that the creature itself seems to be in the same room with him.
Oh,
Oh boy.
The noises are coming from the other side of the east wall.
oh.
Ew.
Well, let's
Okay.
go find him.
Actually, Joe, again, the other side of the east
Joe,
wall.
that would be a death wish.
Not always,
There we
kid.
go.
Sometimes
Okay.
looking for the most dangerous thing is what gets you out of the trap.
Especially in a Sierra Adventure game.
hmm
At the clammy feeling of the stones,
All right, so let's take a look for the hole.
Alexander peers through the hole in the wall and sees just another room in the catacombs.
Okay.
Oh, hold on,
Oh, hello there.
they picked us out.
Aha! Not just another room at all. So that's why Alexander couldn't find the Minotaur's lair.
Basically, there's a secret
At
door.
least Alexander now knows the lair exists somewhere in the maze on the other side of this wall.
Hey, wait, come back here.
Alexander comes
No.
to what he's just seen. The hole in the wall, frightened by the Minotaur, makes a run for it. Alexander hopes the little creature finds its way home to the Isle of Wonder.
Yeah. Here's the thing: we never actually find out if it does indeed find its way back to the Isle of
So-
Wonder.
So for all we know, it died.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Da.
Again.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll make a wonderful crack in the ceiling.
Boom. Psh. We just did the jingle, so I thought I'd do the drum roll this time.
I could actually recreate that sound on my keyboard or something
Ah, okay.
because it's got a sound. It's It's got the sound of drums.
Okay, so basically, let's try to get into that room we just saw. Oh, crap.
Oops.
Whoops.
Okay, seriously, Alexander, you walk forward into that every time.
Alexander is a dumbass.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Tickets only.
Yeah,
Next.
see, the thing is, Dwebs,
In this version, it keeps cutting out.
it's because that's really a common thing. The thing is with King's Quest games is that these games were coded in a very specific way, where sometimes, like, the King's Quest 7 is the one that's most infamous because just to give you an idea, Dwebs, there's a puzzle in King's Quest 7 where you're carrying a lit firecracker, and and you have to find exactly where you're supposed to put it and what to blow up with it before it explodes on your pocket and kills you. So it's a time puzzle, basically. It was absolutely no problem back in 1994. The problem is that the way the game is programmed, the time it takes for the firecracker to explode is dependent on how powerful your PC is. Which means the more powerful the PC, the faster it blows up. So basically, if you try to play King's Quest 7 without using a DOS box to emulate an older PC, it will explode immediately, making the game breaking the game, and making the game unbeatable. So that's why when it comes to King's Quest 7, you absolutely have to play the DOS version, or at least or at least use VirtualBox to emulate an older PC. Because it wasn't a problem back then. The people who made King's Quest 7 weren't even thinking that maybe PCs would be like, because if you compare PCs of today with the PCs of the 90s, like, they're like a million times more powerful. Like, developers couldn't even fathom how much more powerful PCs would become over the years.
Yeah.
Looks like Alexander had a bad fall this spring. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that handy for the rest of this part in case there's any more puns.
That pun's getting a bit boring.
And don't worry, it's not just for that one.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost at the specific room I'm supposed to.
The walls of the catacombs are rough and cold to the touch.
Okay, thanks for letting us know that.
Alright, here we are. This is the tapestry we saw in moving.
A very beautiful, very dusty tapestry hangs on the wall.
Okay, let's move it.
Yay!
But first,
Let's see what's behind it.
we gotta say before the boss fight.
And then the tapestry just leapt onto Alexander and choked him to death.
This tapestry looks familiar. Now let's see. I don't feel anything. Aha! A hidden latch.
There we are.
Triggers the little latch. A
Yeah, boy.
door rolls open.
Let's go straight into the Minotaur's lair. What could possibly
Sure.
go wrong?
Well,
Yeah.
hey, gotta get out of here. I'll take my chances.
By the way, I love the Minotaur's voice. Let's just say it's kind of special. It's like he's okay. Okay, has anybody here ever seen the early Mad TV seasons? Because there was a character called Jewel Baroni who was basically a chain smoker who talked just like that. So
Demand the release of that maiden this instant.
Let her go.
Celeste looks wildly around the room for the source of the strange voice.
I'm over here, you idiot.
Turn around. It's like the Rhino of the King's Quest series.
by the way, that's Russi Taylor playing the daughter. Who dares enter
He sounds more like Dr. Claw from Dr. Gadget.
Oh, get you! Sorry, not yet.
Oh, really? Well, I should say, we Grahams don't actually...
We
review
Daventry, you
that
mean.
easily.
Daventry.
No, the Grahams. You know, King Graham.
No, I know, but the
Oh, sure, yeah.
the
Back
family
right near
surname
the
is
fire.
Daventry, Jova.
Yeah. But we still refer to them as Grahams. But sure, we Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's the kingdom that's called Daventry.
I know, but Graham is also called. Anyone who becomes king of Daventry has to change his name to. He's now called Graham of Daventry, and then Valenus of Daventry, Rosella of Daventry, Alexander of Daventry. Basically, they change their names to the kingdom. Basically, if they're noble and shit, if they're royalty and shit. Nice, Brett Red. Come here.
Oh boy.
I guess the Minotaur wasn't ready for it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Slowly, his scream fades as well.
Roasted beef.
I'll get you next time, Alexander. Next time. Hey, Russi, your mini voice is showing.
Sorry.
That reminds me, Russi is still, even though,
I'll have these untied in no time.
God, I'm forgetting his name.
Are you talking about Mickey's actor?
Yeah, what?
Wait now, why?
Yeah, even though Wayne on One has sadly passed away already, it's cool that she managed to get over it and is still doing mini to this day. So, props to her.
Here we go.
Because it must be hard for her not, play the role of Mickey, of not her
Off
husband,
like husband.
after all these years. Because it's great that she's that dedicated to her job. Props to her. Oh, and the daughter is a bitch, by the way.
What a
Why are we
surprise.
saving her again?
Because prophecy
Because
and
for her
shit.
parents and
Because we're
prophecy.
lawful.
Oh yeah. Fun fact. Apparently, is it true you can just walk right into the fire after you save the princess?
I think you can, yeah. We'll show that. We'll see that in the videos.
Like a dumbass, Alexander walked right into the fire.
Humans, so much for your superior intellect.
Yes, milady.
Now bring him along. I'm going home.
All right.
Yes, milady. As you may know, they had to get a license to register the likeness of someone from a commentary group.
And by the way, that crow had shiny eyes, so once again, the genie is spying on us.
I am expected to thank you for saving my daughter's life. So I thank you. I am obliged to thank you for the restoration of our sacred catacombs. It means much to our people.
Thank you.
In the process of clearing deadly traps from its roots.
Yeah, but this is a point-and-click game, so we would like something more tangible.
Well, we'll actually get an item out of this, so.
Despite my orders to the contrary from the crown.
I know.
There, my obligations to you end.
Oh, and they will not kill us too.
I have no
So that's something.
That's nice.
And if Princess Cassima trusts him and wishes to wed him,
So yeah, even though he doesn't like the Vizier, it doesn't change the fact that he's his liege. So he has to,
city of the winged ones and never return.
The Oracle?
Yeah, the Oracle.
Know who you are.
Matrix reference, but on Tish.
I will.
Now this Oracle actually is useful.
I thank you, Lord Azir.
But Pedro, the Oracle on the Matrix tells you exactly what you need to hear.
Right.
You sure? Whoa.
Hail to thee, great oracle. Lord Azure
oh.
sends you this wingless mail. It appears that he solved the cliffs of logic and
Defeated the Minotaur in his lair. So I have seen.
So wait, in this universe, I have wings.
That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
Princess Cassima, whatever you can tell me, great oracle.
Am I in the next King's Quest game?
Wait, you mean 7?
Yeah.
No. Unless of course you're. Oh, wait. You mean the? Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about now. Okay.
See a maiden, lovely and pure, but surrounded by evil. She's a rose set amidst bitter thorns.
By evil.
Yeah.
And yours to try to redeem her.
You cannot rescue her.
How do I redeem her?
Yeah. How do we do Redeemer? Whatever the hell that means.
Redeem.
Redeem.
Is Princess Cassima a code that we have to redeem on the PlayStation Store?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah, I can imagine it now. Type it in, Redeemer, and then there you go. You got like £1,000 worth of PSN credit.
I see the girl will force you into battle. A struggle against a dark force.
Basically, what they're doing here is they're basically foreshadowing what might have been in later King's Quest games. Unfortunately, in the 2 games after this, Jane Jensen would have gone on to go for her own project, and Roberta was going to focus more on Phantasmagoria, which was a particular pet project of her that she's been wanting to make, and it was made possible by the advent of the CD-ROM technology. Basically, an FMV game, a horror game.
Yeah. Then she would go on to turn King's Quest 7 into Disney, and with King's Quest 8.
Actually, she was around she was directly involved in King's Quest 7, just not as much as the previous ones. But again, like I said, I'll still take King's Quest 7 over 8 any day, because at least King's Quest 7 was at least a King's Quest game.
Whoa.
King's Quest 7 wasn't even bad.
No, it was fine. It's just that you see, Joe. It's the thing. King's Quest 7 as a game on its own, it's fine. I actually quite like it. The problem is that it came out after this one, which was regarded like a lot of fans were disappointed that the series strayed so far from the formula, especially after 6 perfected it.
Who's voicing the Oracle here?
Let me look it up.
Voice sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah.
It's probably most of the voice actors are actual, popular voice actors, so you probably heard her somewhere else.
Yeah, like we had Minnie Mouse earlier, and we've got Beast as Alexander.
Voices are...
We had Tony J. Let me quickly. Okay, King's Quest 6 voice actors. Behind the voice actors, let's see. There we go, that's what we get. Water from the Sacred Pool. Rusitilla also plays Beauty and the Oyster we put asleep. Okay.
Good. We got some Mountain
Oh,
Dew.
awesome. The gnomes are all played by Don Messick. For those who don't know who Don Messick is, he's most famous for being the voice of Muttley, the dog who goes... the dog from the Wacky Races.
Oh,
He was basically Hanna-Barbera's Mel Blanc, shall we say. He played a lot of roles in their cartoons. Tony J, Josh Mandel, Dave Fennoy, Lee Benson. Doesn't talk about... Wait, Oracle. There's no thing for the Oracle, is there?
Press Control F and type in Oracle.
Don't worry, I'll manage.
Control F is your friend.
Linda Gary.
Oh, there you go. What should she do?
Let's see, Linda Gary. Let's see, she was an actress known for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, She-Ra, the Princess of Power, and Ghostbusters.
Alright, that explains it. Yeah, she's basically an 80s voice actress. Okay, fine. Anyway, we're checking out the spell book. This is a spell we're going to need later. Charming a Creature of the Night.
Can you die if you fuck up the spell?
No, again, like I just... Okay, fine, I'll say it again. No.
That's Linda Gary.
In here, the spell book is perfectly harmless. You can like, if you try to cast a spell without the ingredients or something wrong, the game will just tell you, Alexander doesn't have the right ingredients or, something like that. Okay, everybody. See you for the next part.
Yeah.
Quick trivia. Apparently, Linda Gary was grandma from The Land Before Time.
Oh, okay.
Which one? Land Before Time 13 or something?
Well, the first movie, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I gotta say, trying to do all the Land Before Time films sounds like a nightmare. There's 14 of them.
Can we just do the first?
We're going to do them eventually, but anywho,
See
folks,
everybody.
now.